Yo, what's up, guys? How about those Dallas Cowboys going into Pittsburgh and getting a very good road win, winning 20-17, improving their record to 3-2, and also worsening Pittsburgh's record to 3-2. Now, obviously, we knew there was a bit of a delay in this football game. The game did not start until 9:45, a little over an hour and a half before usual kickoff time at 8:20. So we had to wait a little bit longer to watch this football game. But you know what, guys? It ended up being worth it. The Cowboys got a win, and that's all that matters. Now, obviously, it wasn't the most prettiest game, but a win's a win, of course, against a very strong defense in the Steelers, of course. Like I mentioned in my preview video, the Steelers were a top 10 defense in every category. But they didn't look like it last night at times in this football game, of course. Now, to start the football game, the first 5 minutes of the game, 5 to 10 minutes of the game, Cowboys and Steelers shared a field goal each. And then after they shared that field goal each, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys get the ball offensively again. On a 2nd and 11 throw, Dak makes a throw to Jalen Brooks. And you can see he receives the football over the first down line. But the referees place the ball a yard behind. And the Cowboys have to go for it on a 3rd and 1. Okay, really screwing up the drive for them. Then after Dak Prescott tries to make a throw, he obviously is pressured. Doesn't get rid of the football in time. And unfortunately enough, he throws to a ball in the area where there's nobody around. 15-yard penalty for intentional grounding. That Cowboys drive is killed. Then after that, guys, the Cowboys get the ball again. And I have to say, guys, what a fucking throw by Dak Prescott to CeeDee Lamb. My God. And CeeDee Lamb to put both his feet in bounds. What a fucking catch and what a throw by Dak and what a catch, like I said, by CD. Incredible throw, of course. But then obviously, as the Cowboys continue to drive downfield, the Cowboys are close to the red zone. They're on a 3rd and 6, the Cowboys. Dak attempts to throw it. And of course, TJ Watt comes in, pressures Dak. Dak unfortunately fumbles the football. Steelers recover and kills another drive for them. Then obviously the Steelers get the ball, and man, oh man, the Steelers offensively, guys, they are brutal. They can't drive anything. They cannot move the ball. They cannot move the chains. They're just pretty horrendous offensively, if you ask me. The second quarter, guys, nothing crazy really happened. The Cowboys did score a field goal to make it 6-3, but offensively, the Steelers and Cowboys weren't doing much until near the end of the second quarter, where the Cowboys and Dak were driving down the field. On a 3rd and 4, Dak finds Jalen Tolbert wide open. Then the Cowboys are near the end zone, and unfortunately, Dak throws a pick trying to make a pass to CeeDee Lamb, ending the half, and the game stays 6-3. The Steelers get the ball in the second half. Justin Fields drives them downfield, finds a wide open Connor Hayward to get the touchdown, and the Steelers take the lead 10-6. But then after, the Cowboys get the ball back, and Dak Prescott makes a fantastic throw to Kervontae Turpin. What a great throw to him, and great catch by Turpin. The Cowboys need to use this guy more often, guys. Kervontae Turpin's got a lot of speed, and he can really help them offensively if they utilize him properly. So he makes that great catch, Turpin. Then after, once again, the Cowboys get stopped, attempting a field goal. But this time here, the Steelers block it, and the Cowboys get no points on that drive. So after the Steelers get the ball back, they do nothing with it. Give the ball back to the Cowboys. Cowboys are driving again. Dak again on the 3rd and 5. Finds Jalen Tolbert again. Kid played great today, guys. I have to say, Jalen Tolbert was very impressive today. I think with 7 receptions for 87 yards. He was really good for the Cowboys, I thought, today. And then after, Cowboys continue to drive. Dak rolls out to his right and finds Rico Dowdle wide open in the end zone for a touchdown, man. And I have to say, guys, when Dak Prescott rolls out to his left or his right, he's very dangerous, guys. And he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league to do this. So he finds Dowdle. Cowboys get the touchdown, and they retake the lead. Steelers once again get the ball and do absolutely nothing with it, guys. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'm freaking the fuck out if you ask me. Because they literally cannot do a damn thing offensively. Even running the football. You got to give Mike Zimmer and the Cowboys defense some credit today. They played really well, especially in the run game, of course. Only giving up 92 yards rushing. Solid performance by the defense. But once the Cowboys get the ball back after the Steelers did nothing, Dak Prescott makes another mistake, overthrowing the football, and of course, Joey Porter gets the interception. And you're thinking to yourself, man, oh man, are the Cowboys going to blow this game? You know, because the Cowboys had an opportunity to extend their lead, and they didn't do it. And they turned the ball over and give the ball back to the Steelers. And this time here, of course, guys, you know that the Steelers were going to make the Cowboys pay. Steelers are driving, and then George Pickens gets a reception, and then Donovan Wilson hits him just out of bounds. He gets a 15-yard penalty. And then, of course, the Steelers are near the red zone. Justin Fields hands it off to a little pitch. And the Steelers score the touchdown, reclaiming the lead with about 4:25 left in the football game. And then I have to say here, guys, this was a masterful final drive by Mike McCarthy and the Dallas offense. Okay, with 4:25 left, the Cowboys used clock management for once. Ran the ball when they had to. Threw it when they had to. Dak gave the ball to Rico Dowdle. Beautiful handoff, first down. Throw to CD. Then another handoff to Dowdle. But my favorite play of the game, guys, was on 3rd and 9, where Dak Prescott finds Jake Ferguson. Ferguson gets the first down, continuing to move the chains. And then Dak finds Hunter Luepke, who I love this guy, man. Great fullback for the Cowboys. He finds Luepke, makes a nice little run, gets in front of the end zone. And then after, guys, we all know what happens next. Literally all our hearts go into our throats because we see Dak hand the ball off to Rico Dowdle and he bloody fumbles it. And we're all thinking, oh my God. But thank God, Dak Prescott jumps on the football, keeps the possession for the Cowboys, and then Dak makes an incredibly clutch throw to Jalen Tolbert to win the football game 20-17, and the Cowboys go back into Pittsburgh and win again. Back-to-back wins in Pittsburgh, like I mentioned in my preview video, when they won in 16, and now again they win in 2024. Now, guys, obviously it wasn't the most prettiest game for the Cowboys. But listen, like I said, a win's a win, of course, especially against a great defense like the Steelers. But the Steelers did not play that well tonight, of course, like I mentioned. Their run defense was not that good. All right, the Cowboys had 109 yards rushing today. This is the first time this year the Cowboys have ran the ball for over 100 yards. And the Cowboys stopped the Steelers from running over 100 yards, stopping them at 92. And they only held the Steelers to 174 yards receiving. But I don't want to get a little carried away with that because the Steelers, like I've been mentioning all video, they're not that good offensively. They need another wide receiver. That's why there's chatter about them looking into getting Devontae Adams. But the Steelers seriously need help offensively because, man, oh man, they are brutal. Solid defense, but they need shit done offensively. Now, the Cowboys, my problems with them offensively was the penalties, of course. 11 bloody penalties for 86 yards. That shit needs to get sorted out. That's Mike McCarthy again. All right. Another thing about Mike McCarthy is why the hell are you challenging that fumble there when it's clear as day Justin Fields was able to grab that ball back under from that little tussle there when he fumbled the football. Okay, unnecessary challenge, but that's the shit Mike McCarthy does, of course. I thought Dak Prescott, this was probably one of his least impressive games of the season. I didn't like those 2 interceptions. All right, the Cowboys had double the yards. Okay, the Cowboys had 444 yards compared to the Steelers, who had like 236 yards. The Cowboys should have been way more up points-wise. All right, but we saw what happened. Dak threw that one pick in the red zone, fumbled it another time. Cowboys need to improve on the red zone areas, of course. But I liked what I saw in certain plays, especially with the running game. Rico Dowdle looked solid today. 20 carries for 87 yards. He looked good. So, listen, some positive signs. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb didn't have the best game other than that great catch. The positive thing was Jalen Tolbert. All right, without Brandon Cooks there, you had Jalen Tolbert taking over, and he played really well today. And hopefully he can continue that moving forward because we're going to need him because Cooks is out for another 3 games. Luckily enough, we have a bye week after the Detroit game next week. So we'll have to see how the Cowboys do moving forward. But with Mike Zimmer and the defense, they just got to continue to get better defensively. Do not let the big plays happen with the run game, of course. And let's see what happens next week, man, because next week is a real test, offensively and defensively with the Detroit Lions going into Dallas. Now, Detroit's run game is way better than Pittsburgh's, and we know they got way better weapons offensively. Like Amon St. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, that guy there's dangerous. So we're going to have to watch out for guys like that next week. But guys, good win for the Cowboys in Steel City, of course. Always good to get a win there in Pittsburgh. Cowboys finish the game off. Now they're 3-2. I didn't think they'd win this football game. I honestly didn't. But it's a good surprise that they are continuing in the right direction. But now they got even tougher games coming up with Detroit and San Fran after the bye week, of course. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching as always. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Cowboys, go guys. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you are marked. Ciao guys.